Hey guys, it's Virginia the Buckeye Gamer here, and I wanted to talk today about Super Mario RPG. So the remake of that game did just come out today, and as of me recording this video, it's 10:18 a.m. on Friday, November 17th. So you guys are probably gonna make fun of me in the comments, which is fine. You can go and roast me all you want. But I bought the game twice. So I pre-ordered a physical copy off of Amazon. And I also got the game digitally, as you can see here. For those that don't know, physical game, you have the little card icon. And if it's digital, you don't have the card icon. So just a little tidbit, but I'm sure most Switch owners know that by now. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my opinions of the game and kind of the backstory I have with Super Mario RPG. So now this game originally came out on the Super Nintendo in 1996. I would have been, if I wasn't 7 years old at that time, I was pretty close to turning 7 years old. But what I was gonna say was, I never played that particular game during my childhood. That was actually one of the only Mario games during my childhood that I never played. Mainly because, I didn't have a Super Nintendo when I was a kid. And I don't think my cousin who had the Super Nintendo that I was over at his house playing, I don't think he had a copy of that game either, but I could be wrong. Either way though, that was never a game that I played as a kid. So I don't have that childhood nostalgia or, those childhood memories that a lot of people have with that game. So as excited as I was when I heard the announcement that they were gonna be remaking the game, I didn't have that excitement that a lot of people did who grew up playing it. But I'm still happy, to have that game remade and, such a beloved title for many Mario fans. I was excited for, for those people who grew up with it. I was super excited for them, but also excited for those who never played the game. Now, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I actually have played Super Mario RPG, but I did not play it until I got the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. The one that has 20 some odd built-in games in it, and Super Mario RPG was one of them. So that was my first taste of it. I loved the game. Didn't quite finish it, but what I played of it, I absolutely loved. A fantastic little RPG, very simple to pick up and play, and a good beginner's RPG too. I kind of want to make a video for beginner RPGs. I know I made one, a good one for kids, but I'd like to do one for beginners. So that's going to take a little bit of work, guys, but I do plan on uploading something like that in the future. Anyway, getting off topic. I have played so far, as you can tell, I'm playing the game right now. I've gotten to the point where I got the second star. I'm just kind of have Mario sitting there right now in the forest. But what I think is so nice is that this game, from what I've seen so far, is more or less a one-to-one remake of the original. So it still has a lot of the qualities that made the original game so great. But it did add a few little quirks, which I'm sure some of you are already aware by now. I noticed there has been some minor dialogue changes when compared to the original. Now, again, I'm not super far into the game yet, so there could be a lot of other little Easter eggs that I haven't found yet. I know there are some that I would find later, but there is one nod in just right at the start of the game, where Mario's just coming out of his little house, and you have that big cutscene there at the beginning. And Toad is talking to him about those little save blocks. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but throughout the game, they have those little save blocks that you jump on, save the game, and you can continue. This game does do autosave, but the little throwback that they have to the original game I thought was so cool. I don't want to spoil it, but you guys just go ahead and play it or watch a video of the, the first part of the game, and you'll see what I mean. I just thought it was so cute and creative. So, but yeah, I do feel that this game is going to be amazing from start to finish. I've loved every second of it so far. Again, I've only had a couple hours to really mess around with it. But the game so far, guys, it's definitely worth, I think personally it's going to be worth the $60. Of course, you could be a weirdo like me and buy it both physically and digitally, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I just wanted to ramble a little bit about my initial thoughts on Super Mario RPG, little history of me with the game, and the fact that I paid for the game twice. So like I said, if you guys want to, you can roast me in the comments for that. I don't care. I was that excited for the game. Probably even more so than Tears of the Kingdom at this point. So I definitely recommend, if you guys love RPGs or if you're just getting into RPGs, definitely start with this one. Now, one other thing you guys might notice is the tagline of the original game was Legend of the Seven Stars. And the remake did away with that. Now, I had initially thought that, you know, it was during that time that Nintendo and Square, it was called Squaresoft at the time, but Nintendo and Square did have a falling out. And I thought maybe it was due to that kind of rocky history at that time, although Nintendo and now Square Enix, they're on much better terms right now, I do believe. But I guess it was because the Legend of the Seven Stars tagline, I think it was more of just a US thing. When it got released in Japan, it was just strictly called Super Mario RPG. It never got released in Europe, at least the original Super Nintendo cartridge. It did eventually get a release on Virtual Console, I think for the Wii U. I think that was the only Virtual Console that the Super Mario RPG came on. It did eventually get released there, so I'm very happy for all the Europeans that never got to experience it. And again, for those around here, just anyone in general who never got to play the original, I'm happy for you guys. And for those like me who didn't experience it until much later, you know, I think this is a very important release. So this might be testing the waters for either sequels or future Mario game remakes. Super Mario Sunshine. Anyway, so yeah, that's definitely pretty cool. And Super Paper Mario. But anyway, guys, so pretend you guys didn't hear that. Anyway, hopefully you guys like this rambling video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and comment down below and subscribe if you wish. I will catch you guys later, and just remember that Jesus is real. He loves you. I love you guys too. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.